have some bacon on a biscuit and let's go. We're burning daylight.
It's the world of strange. A world gone wacky.
Out here, due process is a bullet.
And some of the scariest people on the planet.
I think you're bluffing. Be afraid. You know, you look mighty pretty when you get mad.
It's your odd news on KCHW.
Just sit back and enjoy the show.
Oh, as I like to say, better late than never, baby. 8:37. Time for a little odd news with Scott and Daisy. Daisy, have you done odd news once before, maybe?
I don't remember.
I think that very first time.
I don't remember.
The very first time you were going to set in on Maya and Gene's show.
Yes,
And you
and
showed
watch.
up and watch.
Watch.
And watch. And Gene didn't show up. And I just said, you want to go on the air? And Daisy went, okay. And you did great. So you have done odd news before.
Okay.
Okay.
It's coming
All right.
back. It's so early.
It'll come back to you. First part is always the news attack, where the fourth part is real and the second part is a big fat lie made up by Scott. All right, here we go. News attack. Start off in Florida, where a man called a fake robbery report to keep having to go to work. That's a horrible thing to do, unless, of course, you're doing it to get out of jury duty.
Oh, yeah. Jury duty.
Texas man was arrested for wrapping his dead mother's body in a tarp and leaving it on his front lawn.
Oh.
Who does that?
Oh.
And you thought those pink flamingos were an eyesore.
Oh, my goodness. Scott,
Well,
you should have erased that one.
I should have. It's horrible.
That is horrible.
3 dental offices in Philadelphia have been closed due to improper sterilization of dental equipment. Oh, that's right.
That's why I don't go to the dentist.
That's things that go in your mouth.
Sorry, dentist.
Sorry.
I'm afraid of the dentist.
Afraid of the dentist. Yes. Apparently, the health department wants a dentist to do more than just use baby wipes to clean up the utensils. So if you're going to Philadelphia, don't.
Say, what do they do with those?
Yeah.
Baby wipes.
UC Irvine
Those
man.
are for one purpose, I thought.
You're using those inappropriately. USC Irvine men's basketball coach has finally apologized for calling an opposing player names during the NCAA tournament. At first, he insisted he was just using a good psychological strategy.
Oh, my goodness.
Since when did immaturity become a psychological strategy? I really freaked him out.
Right.
Oh, stand by. This next story, it's so good, we have to go live to Russia.
Oh, Vladimir Putin asked Russian athletes and officials to play by the anti-doping rules for the next Olympic. I would be more inclined to believe him if he hadn't been winking.
Get it? We won't be doing any drugs before the Olympics. All right, winky, winky. Powerball jackpot has grown to, last time I was in the store, like $750 million.
Ooh.
It's enough to retire, pay off all your bills, and bribe your kids into any college anywhere.
It would be enough to have, like, a super power station. And community.
That's right. Imagine
and
what you could do with all that money.
Yeah, invest in the community.
I promise I'll donate half. Promise.
Yes.
I promise I'll donate half. I swear. All right, California woman is successfully sued to get all the child support that her deadbeat husband failed to pay for 49 years. Wow. Now she can finally afford those braces for her 52-year-old daughter.
Wow. That is wacky.
India announced it has become only the 4th country to successfully shoot down a satellite. And so now you know what happened to the internet yesterday. India shot down a satellite. That's why it was all sketchy.
Wow. Oh, the 4th country, though.
Yeah.
Huh.
Wow. So don't spy on them. They're going to shoot you down. Finally found a prize-winning show dog that had escaped and gone missing at the Atlanta airport. They found it at the bar doing shots with the pilots.
Wow. A very intelligent dog so far. He's copying other habits, other creature habits.
I can picture that, and it makes me feel good.
If you're the dog, we're the other creature.
Yeah. The picture of the dogs all playing poker, that it's like a tapestry you see at the store sometimes, and they're all playing poker and smoking cigars. Yeah. You could change that and have them with airline pilots sitting at the bar having cocktails before the flight leaves.
Cute.
So now what exactly is Lori Loughlin's problem? I don't know. All right. A California drunken woman was arrested after she walked into Justin Bieber's hotel room. And and it wasn't Lori Loughlin.
Well, I don't know either one of them, so.
Okay. All right. And consider.
I don't keep up with them.
And consider yourself.
I know Indiana Jones, Harrison Ford, Sean.
You know the
what's a 007 guy?
Well, here's why you don't know him, because she's a beloved actress from the worst sitcom ever made called Full House.
I don't watch sitcoms.
And now I think they call it Fuller House.
It's too much drama.
Which I wish it was Empty House.
Yeah, I can't.
I don't even like seeing the pictures on Netflix. Yeah. But anyways, that's the mom one of the moms that had paid hundreds of thousands of dollars to illegally get their kids into college. So now everybody makes jokes about Lori Loughlin. It's the thing to do. She's the person to get punished this week.
And who's Justin Bieber?
He's somebody that needs to be punished for the rest of his life. He's a musician. He gets in all kinds of trouble and is way out there.
All right.
Yeah. So.
Anyway,
all right.
They get what they
Gets more attention than they deserve, and it's usually negative. Exactly. Exactly. All right. On to the wonderful world of wacky but true. And today, it's all from Daisy.
Oh, okay.
Are you ready?
I think so.
You can do it.
I can try.
All right.
Okay. Police pursuit ends in push-ups. Okay, here we go. A police chase ended at a Phoenix gas station Tuesday afternoon. 911 had been called after the driver was seen going at a high rate of speed, tailgating, driving all over the road, and making rude gestures. Once they were able to get him to stop, police observed the driver doing push-ups.
Okay. I think I need...
the first thing I thought is that how can you do push-ups when you're driving? I don't get that.
So he must have jumped out of the car by the time they got him. Jump out the car on the ground, start doing push-ups. I was trying to imagine, how do you do push-ups? I think that's more logical. That's sort of the male perspective, I guess. Okay. All right. I was just thinking what it would sound like if there was actually two of them that jumped out of the car and started doing push-ups. Because then my joke would work.
On each other?
No, beside each other.
But wouldn't that
now they're getting arrested for two things.
Wouldn't that distract the cops?
Wow. That would just,
They might watch.
Once again, I'm on. I'm France, and we just want to pop you up. All right.
All right. Please start the next story.
Man.
Okay.
Man riding longboard and wielding sword jumps in the back of a truck.
Oh, that's a great headline.
Ooh, getting to ninja. Okay. A driver in Fairbanks, Alaska, feared for his life after another man allegedly jumped in the back of the truck wielding a sword. Police say Derek Harris was riding a longboard down a road and brandishing the weapon.
Skateboarding with a sword. That sounds dangerous.
Well, longboard, first thing longboard I think about is surfing.
Yeah.
Okay,
right.
But anyway, I'm trying to imagine this big longboard.
It's a new kind of skateboard.
It is, okay. Harris somehow got in the back of the truck, scaring the driver. The truck stopped at a gas station. Harris allegedly threatened the driver with the sword. Harris was later arrested and charged with assault. Alcohol was a factor.
You think?
Oh.
Always shocking.
Brandishing down the sword with a longboard.
I think it was cool that he got skating so fast that he was able to hop in the back of the truck with the sword. I mean, maybe they were YouTubing it or something. That's pretty impressive.
Or he's watched too many of those hero videos or something and wanted to be his own hero.
Exactly, because when he jumped in the back of the truck, he screamed this.
Spartans! Prepare for glory!
And that's when I would have slammed on the brakes.
Oh, right.
Oh, look, it can fly. It's a bird, it's a plane,
dude.
it's a ninja.
It's a ninja on longboard.
It's a bird at the plane. It's a ninja on a longboard. All right. Man, the things you can see in Chihuahua.
Exactly. Actually, I'm glad they're not here.
That's
They're
true.
somewhere
That's
else.
true.
That was Fairbanks, Alaska, though. That's not a very big town.
Yeah, not very far away.
Yeah, right. Okay, the next one is hospital scammer has to have surgery.
Okay.
What's this one about? In China, a woman thought she had a great way to scam a hospital out of a few $1,000s. After she had surgery on her gallbladder, she swallowed a surgical swab and tried to blame the surgeons. But the hospital wouldn't offer her any money as compensation, claiming it was medically impossible for a swab that might have been lost in her gallbladder to travel to her stomach. After several failed attempts to sue the hospital, she ended up having to spend some bucks for another operation to have the swab removed.
Ew.
So, goes around, comes around, try to scam. Uh-oh, look what happens.
And since she ate a swab, you know what I'm going to call it?
Swabber?
Swabber.
Swabber?
Just desserts. Just desserts.
Duh!
That was a bad one.
I got it second time.
I wonder if it was, because some of the swabs are cardboard. Like an actual Q-tip.
Or plastic.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's the cardboard one. That'd probably digest, so I'm guessing if she had to have it removed, she swallowed a plastic
You know what?
one.
She's really lucky she didn't choke on it. So, even more wackier. What happened? What are you doing?
I'm going to say, what if, no, the question is, what if she would have choked on it?
Right.
All right. Let's leave her alone.
Leave her alone. Okay, she's got her karma.
All right. I do like the next one, though.
Oh, family son tries to raise funds with ransom. What is this one about? Again, we're going to China?
Yes.
Oh, no, Japan, Tokyo.
Okay.
Tokyo. A family got several phone calls and ransom letters from someone claiming to have kidnapped their son. A small package they received contained the son's left ring finger and a note threatening that he would be killed if the ransom of $450,000 was not paid. The family did have the money, but with the help of the police, were able to stall the kidnapper for several days. Then, all of a sudden, the son was found. He had gone to a hospital to have his hand repaired and admitted to the doctors that he had never been kidnapped. He cooked up the whole story and cut off his own finger to pay gambling debts. Oh, ouch. That's just too mafia sounding.
I've got a good one for it, though, because who can really cut off their own finger? I mean, that's, wow.
That's too...
Yeah.
Today must have the deepest commitment, the most serious mind.
Deepest commitment, serious mind, cut off your finger.
Oh. But then again, we're talking about Japan, too. So
he didn't go to the hospital for 3 days. So he's like, I'm going to have to put this on ice. Let's keep my finger in the freezer for a couple days.
To pay gambling debts.
All right. I think we have one left.
Yes.
You're on a roll.
Wacky but true. Man calls 911 with elaborate story of robbing to get out of work.
Oh, this is something. You know what?
All right, don't do this, please. Nobody do this, but this is really funny.
I feel like that's what Jean does. Because she's always calling in sick and stuff. All right. And then we have a problem, too, because you said Florida. And that is the third story from Florida this morning. Are you ready? Okay, here we go.
I'm ready.
All right.
Everyone from Florida is stupid. Everyone from Florida is dumb. Might not be the brightest guy,
I hope
but
no
next
one's
to me
gonna
their IQ's high. If they had guitars, here's how they'd strum.
Oh, no.
All right. On with your Florida story. Thank you.
They're calling this guy a Dundee man.
Okay.
A Florida Dundee man has been arrested after reportedly called 911 and claimed he was robbed, just so that he could get out of going to work. Brian Anderson called 911 to report an armed robbery. He told 911 dispatchers that two unknown suspects carrying a gun stole money, his necklace, and his phone from him. He went on to say that the suspects threw his phone on the ground and then jumped into the back of a black Ford Crown Victoria and drove away. When they arrived on the scene, the deputies figured out that the robbery never actually happened, and Anderson confessed that he made up the story. He told them he didn't want to show up for his shift at Hardee's. I can understand.
I just can't flip another burger.
And then in a Facebook post about the incident, the sheriff's office said, on the bright side, Brian didn't have to go to his 11 a.m. shift at the restaurant.
I don't like my job, and I don't think I'm going to go anymore.
Well, they saw it coming because the day before...
I hate this job.
I don't know if Gene goes through all that, elaborate story of not coming to work.
And I've heard some ones, the goat's having a baby, the goat died.
The chickens or something they're doing.
There's a fox in the hen house, all that kind of stuff. So. There's problems on the farm!
Totally understandable.
I hope she's listening.
Stuff just comes up every day.
That's right. And that's your odd news for...
Thursday, March 28th.
Yay!
Back to work. Back to work. Everybody. Work, 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 work.
It's 8:53.
Your KCHW morning show made possible by a donation from